Chicago, turn up. You got 6D Radio with Can, Shiny, and DJ Unstable. 6D Networktainment on Q4 Radio.
Yo.
Almost forgot how to work everything. How to brain fart.
Oops.
Shawnee, you might want to come run this board.
Now, you know I'm rusty.
Well, yeah, you need some WD-40 shit.
I can't help you. I wanted to start off the show with something a little differently. Obviously, everybody's aware of the incident that took place in Houston, Texas at Astro World Festival, where 8+ people passed away due to stampeding and, riot activity, as well as hundreds who have been severely hurt from brain damage, comas, all different types of stuff. I was there as a festival goer, very seasoned festival goer. I've been going to festivals since I was 22 years old, and now I'm 30. And I also have worked a number of festivals: Lollapalooza, Pitchfork, Beach Road Weekend, as well as my own Windy Fest. I know how these things go. I know how the logistics run, everything like that. And, it's very devastating. It's not even a situation where you can say, I came out of it safe because I did the festival correctly, or I was safer, because you never know what could happen. Chaos could have ensued where I was in the crowd. Anything could have happened in that moment, and I'm blessed and very fortunate to say that I'm still here. I'm still standing and able to tell my perspective and my story about it, but a lot of people cannot say that. So I just wanted to start the episode off by saying a quick blessing to Travis Scott, his team, Live Nation, and everybody involved, as well as prayers for the families of those who passed on, as well as those who are still suffering from emotional or physical trauma from the event. And just wanted to take a moment of silence for that.
It's 6D Radio.
Baby, you're a star. I love the way you shine. Baby, you're a star. I'ma make you mine. Baby, you're a star. Fell from the sky. Baby, you're a star, and so am I. Baby, you're a star. I love the way you shine. Baby, you're a star. I'ma make you mine. Baby, you're a star. Fell from the sky. Baby, you're a star, and so am I. So am I. So am I. Baby, you're a star. I love the way you shine. Baby, you're a star. I'ma make you mine. Baby, you're a star. Fell from the sky. Baby, you're a star, and so am I. Baby, you're a star. I love the way you shine. Baby, you're a star. I'ma make you mine. Baby, you're a star. Fell from the sky. Baby, you're a star, and so am I. So am I. So am I. Love the way you shine. Baby, you're a star. I'ma
It is a ever evolved takeover on 6D Radio, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, gang, gang.
I'm really excited because one of my first radio interviews as an artist ever was at UIC Radio, and guess who was the host?
Terry Tertiary and me.
Yep, NW.ill.
And W.L. Oh, I actually just saw Terry a few weeks ago.
Wow.
He was at our Lee Chance Festival.
And W.ill and I dropped a music video this morning. So, man,
Full
when I
circle.
tell you everything comes in full circle, now I'm here and I'm interviewing you, Rhymester. The tables have
leveling
turned.
up. I don't know, right?
Leveled up.
Ever evolved.
There you
Ever
go.
evolved.
Yeah, the fire. Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly.
For those who have never watched a 6D radio episode ever in life, this is your first time. I'm Can.
Jumbo. I'm Shonda.
And we have a third, DJ Unstable. This is 6D Radio powered by 6D Networktainment. Our special guest, who is like, whose family? Like, he our cousin.
He is. I feel like Ever Evolved is like the cousins of 6D.
Yeah,
Like the cousin organization for sure. Like we did an event together.
we did.
You know, yeah. It's just love, just family.
We put up to each other's events. Like, I can't even tell you how many Ever Evolve events I've hosted.
Yeah.
How many live from the living rooms the artists from Ever Evolved and pulled up to.
Yeah.
Like,
Man, people remind me of events, and I'm just like, I do not remember that. Like,
Yeah.
so many that we've done, been at in the city, supported. So shout out to us for just still going through all of this. You know,
Exactly.
to be still going, man, and to have for our team, our families to still be together too.
Yes.
Like, we still here, still going hard, we still growing and creating more opportunities for each other.
And that's what it's about, man. Like it's
Mhm.
just supporting one another. Like we know as entrepreneurs and even like in the music space, we wouldn't be able to do anything by ourselves or being selfish or whatever the case may be. Like we gotta support each other's initiatives and events and everything like that for this to work. So
Yeah, and then when you think of 6D Networktainment or Ever Evolve, like we are the prime examples of you need a team.
yes.
oh, for sure.
Yes.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes. It is not a cliche.
But we're gonna definitely get more in tune with Ever Evolve like later on in the show. Rhymester will be piggybacking off the stuff you're gonna be talking about in the show today. I can't wait to hear what he got to say because he is full of knowledge. Like he an OG out here in these streets.
yeah, right.
Out here dropping gems on the youngins.
You like you right.
Yeah. I'll accept it. I'll accept the title.
you
All
unk,
right.
you unk out here. You unk.
Yeah, one of my interns calls me Gramps. So,
Oh,
Gramps.
gosh.
Oh, you up there. At least I gave you unk.
Is it
Yeah.
one of those
even-
Gen Z kids who think
Yeah.
that people born in the 90s is the
Yeah, right.
1900s?
1900s, yeah. He's like 22, 23, you know,
Oh.
so he's fresh. He fresh.
Disrespectful.
Shout out Lazy, that's our homie. That's our intern.
No.
Oh man. But how have y'all week been?
My week has been interesting. I mean, obviously coming off the week, almost week. I was in Houston for 5 days, you know, just visiting family and eating delicious food. Oh my God. It was
Mhm.
just incredible. So, you know, that's why I wasn't in the studio last week.
Yeah, she was
Kicking it or whatever, and you know, coming off of Astro World, coming back, and you know, having to tell the tale, you know, constantly, and you know, it's been enlightening in a way.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously it's a tragedy, but you know, coming from a you know event planner standpoint, like you know, it's something to take into consideration with everything and seeing how the industry moves from here, kind of thing. So I work full-time in events, you know, outside of my work with 6D. So, you know, it's been a topic of discussion a lot because, you know, we do this. It's about safety, and it's about figuring out ways to make sure that everybody is comfortable and accommodated and everything like that. So it's almost like a little test study for me, even though, you know, it sucks that tragedy had to come, you know, from it. But yeah, so a lot of my week has been obviously catching up on work and everything, but also like, you know, catching up with folks and, you know, talking through things, because, you know, it's a bit triggering, I'm not gonna lie. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm glad to be here, let's just say that.
We're glad you're here too, because
Yeah.
when I found out about it that morning, I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, baby, where my phone at?
Yeah,
Let me call Shawnee real quick." And thank God you picked up on the first ring.
yeah, because I was already on my phone texting everybody like, I'm safe, we're safe, we at the Airbnb, like we good, like, yeah.
I was about to fly my private jet down there, like I wasn't gonna play.
Blow the dust off you.
Right. Get this thing together.
We go to Houston.
Yeah, let me take a quick trip out there
Find
and
out
make
where my
sure
girl
Sean
at.
Bomb good.
Okay.
Where we at with it?
So,
What,
yeah, that's my week.
what about you, Rhymester?
Had an event this past weekend, so just recovering from that. Moving forward, like the last 2 months of the year, so you want to finish strong, and then you want to already plan the next 6 to 8 months going forward. Especially with events, you know, you need 2, 3, and then especially with just things in Chicago happening. You know, the venues to me are starting to like shrink.
Yeah.
That makes a sense. We just released an article on everevolve.com called like the too urban, because we've been hit with some too urban comments around the city, not just us, other people as
Wow.
well.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of just not scrambling, but kind of seeing like, okay, well, what's the next area or place that's really going to be as welcoming as these other places were. So just dealing with that in the studio, clients, producing, you know, just same old thing every week.
Wow. We probably gonna repost that on our blog.
Yeah, I'll send it to you guys. I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah, because that's oof. That's a topic in itself.
Oh yeah, that
We'll talk about that
yeah.
another week.
And there's gonna be another 6D tip.
Yeah, seriously. 'Cause, yeah, I don't want to get into it. You know how the city of
Your
Chicago.
brain's running right now.
You're
like,
right.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know how the
like,
city of Chicago is. It's yeah.
Man, my week has been very interesting. Like normally I'm an early bird. I get up and handle business and then go to work and then handle whatever else business I got and go home and then catch up on my stories. Well, it's been different for me this past week.
Yeah.
I've literally been waking up late, going straight, like getting straight to work stuff, and then handle other business, and then come home. I'm working on more stuff.
It's the time change. It's
Yeah.
dark early. Like my body just feel like
Time to go to sleep.
time to go to sleep at 4:30.
But like I just been on go, like from the time I wake up to it's time for me to go to sleep. I will fall asleep with my computer still on, TV then on sleep mode.
Shoes on, jacket still on.
Oh, exactly.
On the
But-
couch, don't even make it to the bed.
I have not
Man.
slept in my bed for a week.
Wow.
I just been I just made my living room out of my bedroom pretty much. Blankets and stuff just laid out like
Wow.
Got your own little fort in there, you know.
Okay,
Basically-
build a fort.
that's pretty much how my week has been. Man, was making sure the rollout and everything was decent for my video with W.Ill.
Yes, it's 11/11, y'all. It's finally here. We'll have her talk about it later.
Yes, we definitely will.
Yes.
But till then, we're gonna get into these 6D tips. Up next is Baby Leg. Who is that by?
Me and Can't Buy Deem, produced by me, off the Leak Champs Volume 1 compilation.
Came by Deem. I need a track with you, sir. I need a track with you. We gonna talk about that later too. All right, Baby Leg, Rhymester, came by Deem, right here, 6D Radio.
Don't move, man. We got jams dropping soon. It's 6D Radio on Q4. And we got jams dropping soon. It's 6D Radio on Q4.
Turn
50 mil down like hard and I'm crazy. Pull a west side gun, get signed to Lee Shady. Don't play in the game, y'all don't belong in. Told her let the other lips do all the talking. Quiet line, not the barking dog in the yard. Ain't here to judge you, I just set your appointment with God. Small chords make noise, big nose moving silence. Dance on them like breezy, no guidance. When I'm giving, cause when I was giving, tried to do me like Indians on Thanksgiving. I ain't going now, but she going, yeah. Down like the rabbit hole, holding one. Ain't got to know me, but it's close if you want some. Hard days make for easy nights. Master the routine, celebrate for 1.2 billion nights.
Baby leg, my cup full. What you drink, shawty? I don't play with kids. We gon' need a CID. Hustle, man, what you want? Hustle, man, what you need? Big ol' blood, ADD. Give me top, DDT. Big ol' blood, baby leg, my cup full. What you drink, shawty? I don't play with kids. We gon' need a CID. Hustle, man, what you want? Hustle, man, what you need? Big ol' blood, ADD. Big ol' top, DDT.
If you coppin', I might swoop. I say peace, same time as deuce. I can't linger, they point fingers when you standing on the stoop. I wear 10 hats like the Hydra. I just hate I can't get itis. What you need, I might could plug you. What if I told you I could beat, but I can't love you right now? What if I told you I won't cheat? So if my girlfriend thinks you ugly, it's the painful truth. But who gon' roll the dice out me? See, I take chances, I don't get no. I got what you need when you know what you want, just hit me up. I might be here or there, doing this or that. Don't leave no messages, I promise I might hit you back.
Baby leg, my cup full. What you drink, shawty? I don't play with kids. We gon' need a CID. Hustle, man, what you want? Hustle, man, what you need? Big ol' blood, ADD. Big ol' top, DDT. Big ol' blood, baby leg, my cup full. What you drink, shawty? I don't play with kids. We gon' need a CID. Hustle, man, what you want? Hustle, man, what you need? Big ol' blood, ADD. Give me top, DDT. DDT.
We were vibing, y'all.
Yeah.
I love it. Rhymster's getting roasted on his IG live.
Yeah, they call me Gramps. I'm gonna go beat up my intern when I get back to the studio. I'm like, look what you caused. My whole
Hashtag
IG is just Gramps now.
Gramps.
Grandpa Rhymester.
Oh, no.
We had a 6D tip for you this week, ladies and gentlemen, and that tip is
Keep your music updated on all them things.
Facts.
Meaning things equal streaming platforms.
yes, indeed. Because first of all, not everybody is gonna be using that. You know, we as artists we all gravitate to like one platform, but not everybody uses that platform. So you're gonna have to cater to not like one certain group of people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about older people who might like your music who uses something else, and younger people who might use something else, and you gotta think about people that's in a different country too, because they don't all use the same platform.
He was like Deezer or something. Like I've gotten
Deezer been
plays
showing
on
love.
some weird stuff. They're like, you got streams like booming over here. I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
Exactly.
But it's like a thing overseas that they use, you know. So
yeah, but in China they might bump the mess out of some songs on Deezer.
yeah,
And you're like, oh, okay, it's popular out there. Like
look at my Deezer game up.
Deezer gang.
I sure posted one of my pictures with me with the black dress on for my artist account on Deezer. I'm just like, this is how I look, y'all.
Okay. Global status.
Stream some more of my music.
And I just want to preface this conversation because some people might be like, duh. Like, of course you should have your music on all the platforms, but you'd be surprised.
Or
A
even
lot of
like the apps, like you got the Spotify for Artists app, like the Apple Music for Artists app. Like when
Yep.
you go in there, you got to update your pictures, your bio. You can even put the shows that you got coming up, and people could click that, and then it could lead them to whatever Eventbrite or
This
Facebook.
guy.
So
Yes.
it's basically updating your music, but also like keep your brand updated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because your brand goes beyond social media platforms.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Because like if you got all this music up there, but It don't say where you come from. It don't have an updated picture, or it just got like your cover art on there or whatever. People aren't going to be interested in you or know where to even find you.
Yeah.
They could probably Google search you or whatever the case, but if your @ name on Instagram doesn't have your name in there, they probably like, I'm confused.
They're gonna go on to the next thing.
Exactly. They're gonna go on to the next thing. So like, yeah, that's a very important part of this too, making sure that your profile itself is updated on those platforms as well.
And especially when you're getting ready to release new music, new content, or whatever, like you want to make sure people are able to get a hold of you, because ain't nobody gonna work hard to see anything nowadays. People don't like working hard. Like they want to be able to click on one link, bam, there you are.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I was looking for an artist on SoundCloud. I was looking for his new music. It wasn't on SoundCloud. It was everything else but SoundCloud. But the people I need to send his music to
are on SoundCloud.
SoundCloud links. A lot of these publishing companies ask for SoundCloud links.
Yep.
Because it's easier. I don't know what the difference. I'm not in music tech or anything, but like SoundCloud seems to be the most universal.
Well, you don't necessarily need to have an account to use
Right.
SoundCloud, so you can just send somebody a link and they can automatically hear it. Versus like you try to send them Apple or Spotify, like, do you have this? Sign in, and
You
then
gotta
all these
log
extra
in.
steps and all that.
Commercials if you ain't got the subscription, like.
And you could treat your fans. You'd be like, hey, only on my SoundCloud I got some exclusive songs that aren't on other stuff. So
yeah,
each community has its own thing. You gotta have your foot in each one.
Exactly. And listen, if for 6D Networktainment and 6D Radio, in order to be Artist of the Week, we need your music on SoundCloud.
Yes.
We do a playlist at the end of every season where we highlight all the artists, we promote this playlist, we play this playlist and everything, and it becomes a headache when we have to search you down and ask you, hey, if your music's not on SoundCloud, can you upload it? And if you don't reply in time, you're gonna miss the cut.
Why did I make the playlist? 'Cause
Right.
you're not on SoundCloud.
Exactly. And it's, it's not inclusive enough for us to do this on Spotify or on Apple Music, because as independent artists, everybody either doesn't have the resources or don't know how to use DistroKid or United Masters or anything like that to release on all those other platforms. So start at the bottom. SoundCloud, Audio Mac. Like, don't forget about them.
And it's free.
It's free.
Free 99. You can't beat that with a spoon. Like, to be able to just put your music up, it's available for the masses.
Yes.
People can repost your music on their page, and whatever fans they have can go on their page and see your music all because they reposted it.
Yep.
Like, that's something like a lot of major platforms don't have.
Yeah.
That's how I link with some like producers that I work with, like Germany, Oslo, Norway, Colombia, Puerto Rico, because they find me on SoundCloud.
Wow.
They just reached out, message, they left a comment, then you just go back and forth. Then, oh, you're a producer, and then you can't really, like I said, you can't really do. They should add that to other platforms,
Yeah.
like be able to be interactive with other artists and stuff you stream.
Yeah. And it's crazy too. Like, I feel like SoundCloud and Audio Mac goes even beyond their platform a lot. They have a lot of content based stuff. Obviously they have playlists and stuff just like, the bigger DSPs, but like they are really content heavy and they really, really focus and highlight the independent artists. So why not put yourself out there on those platforms? Don't think they're belittled because, everybody's on Spotify or everybody got an Apple Music account. That's not necessarily true.
That leads to the next talking point. Like, you don't have to always have your music on all the major platforms starting out.
Yeah.
We probably talk about this story every single time. We probably always bring it up. Bryson Tiller was on SoundCloud for 3 years before he was discovered.
Yeah. Lil Yachty had a similar song. One of his breakout songs was on SoundCloud for like 2 years before it broke out, really. So.
And people discover, you got to think these A&Rs work differently now. Like, if you're still an independent artist who's interested in even being signed, because that's not a norm anymore if everybody wants to be signed. But if you are interested in being signed, like, not saying that like, an A&R is gonna discover you and you're gonna be found on SoundCloud, but like, it just makes it that much more easier and makes you more accessible to people who can just legit download the app or go to it on their browser and look for your information just like that without having to log in, without having to have a subscription or do anything else. Like you're just that easily, disposable that they can go on there and find a Bryson Tiller and discover a Lil Yachty. Like, that's crazy.
So y'all think about that. Think long and hard. Matter of fact, you ain't even gotta do that. It's just like it's a win-win situation with that. Like,
yeah.
It's free.
It's not hard.
And people can just go to the link, listen to it. You can share the link with any and everybody, with your grandma, with your little cousin.
Mm-hmm.
All generations could get a hold of SoundCloud.
Yep, definitely. And then the last piece is just overall, just like all the social medias, all the things, all the tools and stuff, just put yourself out there. Like, this is just a starting point of, obviously, like, the music is your product, so you want to make sure that your product is easily accessible for people to digest and to support and everything. Like, you don't want to make it hard for people to find you or whatever. It's just like exposing yourself on social media, where you have to put your brand out there more, and you got to post things and make sure your information is updated. It should be the same on the DSPs. Like, you have to make sure that, like, you're putting yourself out there, and that people are gonna listen to the music, because even if people are liking your posts on social media and all that stuff, that's mainly more so branding. The marketing is the music, your products. So, like, you gotta brand yourself to get them to listen to the music. But if the music ain't there, they're gonna be like, okay, well, I don't have Apple Music. Like, I need you on the stuff that I can access right away, like a SoundCloud.
And that's a huge turnoff to people who want to be your fan.
Yep.
Huge turnoff.
Yeah.
Because music, everything's so fast nowadays that they'll go right to the next artist if they can't find you immediately on social media, or and some of those, like, I use DistroKid, and it's good. It shows you like the list of like 40 something different distributions or platforms that it sends it out to.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, artists definitely study those and be up to date on how those are doing, because a lot of those, I'm thinking in Europe, I'm like, yeah, they got Apple Music. Like, no, this is Deezer and some other stuff, like some random thing I need to know.
Yeah.
Amazon Play, that's another one.
Dang, people still use Napster?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. So it's like you can't rule out everything.
Wow. Yep.
At least be on YouTube. Like, even if you don't have a music video, just put a picture up, put your cover art up.
Okay.
I mean, if you use DistroKid or TuneCore,
I mean, yeah, they have YouTube music
CD
that
Baby.
you can, do all that stuff too. So, but if you go back to branding, like, you want to brand your channel. You want your channel to be you. Like, that was a huge thing, like, years ago, from Rest in Peace Mac Miller and all that. When I looked at his YouTube channel, like, it was his whole brand. It was everything. He had things playlisted,
banners,
for his fans. Yeah,
pop-ups,
exactly. It's not just like
this.
It's not just a blank YouTube background. Like, okay, no,
yeah,
we can tell you don't really take it
you
serious.
don't care. Exactly.
So was it like a website but on YouTube for him?
What are you talking, YouTube Music?
For Mac Miller, like,
no, so like when you
his
go to like
YouTube page to like a website,
it looked like it, like, pretty much. It was like you go to his page, and then, like I said, the banner came up, and he updated it almost like every 4 months, every 5 months, every time maybe he had a new rollout or a song. He would change the background, all that, and then the info section, or they would do like giveaways or something on their YouTube just to get people to come to the channel.
Yep.
And then, of course, the website was all right there, so you can go get some merch. So it was very well tied together.
Yep.
Oh, that's dope. I like that.
You gotta do it.
As y'all can see, Rhymester know his stuff.
He does.
And
I had to dive into the internet and just learn by trial and error. It's the only way. That's what I would tell, is like, just don't be scared to fail. Like, you have to fail.
Yeah.
Yes. Try it all. Figure it out.
Y'all, that's our 6D tip for the week. Keep your music updated on all platforms, man. Do it now and stay ready. That way you ain't got to get ready, because you just never know what type of opportunity is going to come your way.
Yep.
And when the best feeling in the world is when somebody asks you, hey, do you have this? And you just be like, yep, here you go, right here. Bam.
Smack.
They gonna take you serious.
Yep. You got your business in order.
And speaking of business, we about to be all up in Ever Evolve's business.
Who's this guy?
This young man dropping the gems. I heard one of his nicknames was Gramps.
I can't outlive it now.
Let it go.
I know. I was gonna get shirts made and stuff. New Ever Evolve shirt is gonna be #Grams.
#Grams. I buy one.
And the A for Grams got to be the Ever Evolve symbol.
Oh.
I just want $5 and some crab legs. That's all.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yes, indeed.
I'll send them right over. Don't worry.
Yes.
So yes, we gonna get into Ever Evolve's business. This is an Ever Evolve takeover. Up next, we got "Hang Up" featuring my boy DJ Kerr Henny.
Yeah. So when you hear this one, it's he's playing the guitar, and then I made the rest of the beat, and then he just came up with this idea about like being hung up on. So the song's called "Hang Up."
Nice. Shout out to Kurt, man.
He's the man.
I miss that guy. We ain't seen him in years. Hey, if you listening, come on the show, bro.
Hey, I think he's tuned in. I'm gonna tell him, hey, Kurt Henny, man.
Come through, bro.
I'm gonna find him a little baby bottle of Hennessy to give him.
There you go. He'll love that. He'll love that.
Little sippy bottle.
Yes.
It'll be gone in like the first 5 minutes.
Basically. That's a gulp.
Okay.
Man, okay, here's "Hang Up" with featuring Kerr Henny right here, 6D Radio. This is an Ever Evolve takeover.
Why you always think I'm cheating on you? I just left the studio. Hello? Why'd you hang up on me? 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 You better text me back. 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 You better text me back.
Man. Oh,
Why'd you hang up on me?
Hey.
Why'd you hang up on me?
DJ Sean Bob.
Exactly. Oh, I feel like I say that daily. Or why you ain't pick up the phone is the real thing I be saying.
Man.
That's the remix. Why you ain't pick up the phone?
Sean Bomb on the remix?
Why didn't you leave a voicemail?
Okay. I don't check them.
I can't remember last time anybody left me a voicemail because it's just like they'll just text like, "Oh, call me back" or something. Like,
yeah,
I was like my grandma or something. Then it's
you
like,
busy?
"Okay, grandma."
Question mark.
Yeah.
New grandparents be like, "Did she grandma call me back?"
Like we don't know it's you. It's grandma. Yes, grandma. I have caller ID.
Just in case you ain't saved my number.
My big sister. Shout out to Kenya Chaotic. She calls me like every other day, and she always leaves a voicemail.
That's
so
cute.
I have recorded all her voicemails, and I have it in the email. So I have something that I'm gonna put together. She gonna be so irritated with me.
That's so cute.
But she always say, Hi, Candace. This is your eldest sister, Kenya. I was
eldest.
calling.
Oh,
I'm
man.
just like, girl, you're the only big sister that I have. Unless you got something else you want to tell me, okay? You're the
Is
only
there
big
someone
sister.
I don't know about?
Right. I have 3 sisters, 1 big sister, 2 little sisters, and 2 big brothers, 1 little brother. I'm like smack dead in the middle of all
Smack
7 of us.
Middle child.
So she's like, I'm the eldest. But shout out to you, Kenya Chaotic.
Yeah.
She just got to remind you every time. She has to remind you every
Exactly.
time.
Just in case you forgot.
Like, I'm your sister and I'm the big sister. I'm the eldest. I'm like, I elder Kenya.
Right.
So Ever Evolved.
Yes, Ever Evolved.
The generals, the lieutenant, the head men in charge are you and my boyfriend Will.
Yes, me and Will Bolanos is the founder. I'm the co-founder. I always tell people it started off as just a music blog, and then it evolved into a studio, into curating events, us as songwriters, producers. I mean, the list just goes on and on. We always try to challenge ourselves to learn new things or get into new fields of music. And it's just continuously growing. Like any great dynasty or whatever, you have changes, people come and go, people stay. But like I said, I'm still here. Will's still here. We had some great members still, some new members, some interns who believe in what we're doing and what we're trying to achieve in the city, achieve in the world, but obviously the core in Chicago. But yeah, I'm liking it. I'm loving it. Obviously it was a challenge last year with Corona, COVID-19 and all that. And I feel that really challenged creatives to be like, or are you gonna get into the nitty-gritty of your brand, of your business and move forward? And I feel like COVID-19 kind of weeded out a lot of people in the scene that were kind of just here maybe for clout or just like, oh, whatever kind of thing. And like, it's a little more
Who really serious?
Exactly.
Man. So what do you think is the biggest challenge, working with so many creatives on your team? Like, is it very competitive? Is it collaborative? Is it like, a mix between the both? Too many?
Yeah. Well, one, I always tell everybody, I'm like, I may be like the Ever Evolved general, but everyone is a leader in their own sense. Competition breeds champions. I learned that from a documentary on Motown. It's good to have competition out of love, not jealousy.
Yeah.
Collaboration between all of us. That's what kind of like all these songs we're playing is off Elite Champs Volume 1, which is a compilation of like hip hop, house, metal, skits, all that. And I got my guy Ben, who's a metalhead, working with me, who's a hip hop head, and then King's working with somebody else. And then so I just try to tell him like, yo, be creative and be open to ideas for collaboration. And a lot of times it creates sounds that you're just like, oh, I know I can make that. I know I could do that. But keeping everybody like level-headed and just focused on the bigger picture, like the vision at hand. Like I said, like, yeah, we're a collective, but we're also creative individuals ourselves, that we support one another, but we support ourselves as a whole too. And we like to move like as a unit. So like if it was like, COVID wasn't going on, there'd probably be like 10 of them in here with me right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, just
that's what's up.
Just staying true to yourself though. Stay true to your vision.
That's awesome.
One thing I did, when you just mentioned that, it reminded me of when I became on the team. I hopped on the team with UIC Radio, and we had interviewed Beatrix Kiddo, and she had about 3 people with her just chilling, just posted. I'm just like, okay, I see you. But yeah, like that's what I admire about y'all. Like I've hosted so many Empower Her Story events.
Gotta bring those back.
Yeah, the whole, like almost the whole series. And I just remember how like y'all really did big each other up. Like every event, like at the end, like all of y'all would be on stage singing each other. It was almost like a Wu-Tang thing. Like everybody on stage and hyping each other up. Everybody know the lyrics to everybody's verses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that's something that I always admire about y'all.
Yeah, because I just feel like if you're gonna be in a group, it's like, don't just be standing on stage like, yeah, whatever. Like, like hype your homie up, like hype your people up, like especially if you're in the studio with them all the time, like learn their music, hype them up at shows, because you know how Chicago crowds can be. Yeah. They'll be having the time of their life, but they'll be staring at you with a still face like, this is raw.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. So, but yeah, I always encourage people like, yo, turn up with one another, like have fun, learn each other's things. And like, because there's so many of us when we travel, like we'll kind of break down into mini sets, like, okay, these 3 will do a 10-minute set, these 3 will do a 10-minute set. So like, you're not forced, but yeah, learn each other's music, because you're going to be backing each other up on stage, and you don't want to just stand there while someone's performing. Like,
yeah.
So,
yeah. So who's Rhymester? Who is Rhymester, the individual outside of Ever Evolve? Who are you as an artist? And how do you set yourself apart from the rest?
Who is Rhymester? Someone has asked me that and I don't know how long. I feel like I'm a jack of all trades. I started off just rapping, and then kind of got influenced by like the Jay-Z's of the world, Master P's, P Diddy's, and wanted to just create a brand and just be a business. So I just feel I stand out because I don't really know a whole lot of people who are taking on as much as I am, as far as like engineering, producing my own music, event curation, planning tours, learning the legal stuff. Like I just dive into everything. So I feel that definitely makes me stand out from a lot of people because I try to get a manager, I try to do this, I try to do that, and it's just like, bro, I'm moving 20 times faster than you. And it's like, how can I get an email reply before you? You're supposed to be my manager. So
yeah.
So that's why I tell a lot of people. And I'll give credit to as crazy he is, I'll give credit to Ye. I saw an interview he did where he was saying how a lot of these artists out here, they don't know what they have 4 managers and can't tell you what 3 of them do. So he's like what he's preaching is like, oh, you should be your own, and like that's kind of like reaching because like artist already does a lot, but an artist should be educated on what each person in your camp is doing. If you're bringing in publicists, you're bringing in this, and honestly, check in daily. Like I don't know how many groups I have on Instagram from like I got shows in Florida coming up next month, so I got a group with people out there talking to them every other day. Yeah, and then groups here of what we're doing here and the blog group. So just staying according. Organization, I always like preach that. I feel like I'm very organized with my stuff. I can be more organized, of course, but yeah, I'm just at the end of the day, I'm still like a hungry MC on the mic who loves, I take it from like that 90s approach where you gotta go outside and meet people. You gotta leave your city. You gotta travel to build connections. Social media is a tool. It's very helpful for your branding. But it happened to me yesterday. I went to an open mic yesterday in the South Side, and this guy there knew my homie Ben, and Ben's like, oh yeah, this is my guy Rhymester from Ever Evolve. He's like, yeah, I know Rhymester Ever Evolve, and I just did not remember him. And he tells me a story about like at Fort Knox at one of my studios like 5 years ago. Wow. Type deal. So it's just like he remembered me because I've been out here, I've been doing things.
Yeah, so, you gotta show up.
Exactly. Show up and support, even if you're not performing, even if you're not on the bill, whatever. Like go through, shake some hands.
Yeah, that's so important.
Y'all always had a great crowd come to y'all events too. Your crowd always had great energy. I always loved the crowd participation. I still remember this guy. I can't remember his name, but before I revamped Liking On, I would perform every time, before I started hosting, and he would run to the front of the stage and be like, yeah, I like it when you tell me what you liking on. I can't remember his name. If I were to see him, he would see me and start singing the song to me. So man, I always loved y'all's crowd.
But man, that just that goes back to the conversation of like building your fan base. Like it don't matter if you have 10,000 fans, but only 10% of them actually really care about you. Yeah. Or if you got a core 100 solid people who come to everything, who buy everything, who watch everything. I think that's a testament to y'all as a brand. Yeah. And how y'all communicate with y'all constituents. Like, how do y'all keep them involved with the brand? How do y'all ask them to participate, not just to show up and purchase, but like be a part of this community, this family? Like, I think that's important.
Yeah, they're what I read in this one music business book, it said that people get the wrong idea of like, oh, you need like 1 million fans. Like, honestly, if you have, like you just said, 1,000 like hardcore fans, you can make a living off that. You don't need the whole world. But if 1,000 people were all to go to your show, buy your merch, like you can live comfortably off that. Obviously, people have bigger ambitions, but they say start with 100, then get to 5, then get to 1,000, and then watch how it just grows and catches fire. And with our events, like I like to make a good amount of our events free. It's just people could come out. I give away lately I've been giving away 20 hours of studio time. So I do 5 winners. So 5 winners get 4 hours each. All they gotta do is show up, put their email down and their Instagram, and we announce it through the night.
Nice.
I mean, sometimes at shows you got to be like, respect the mic, but the way we do it, like, yo, if you want to be here, you want to go outside, like, just go outside. If you want to talk to your friends, or if you don't want to be here, then don't be here. But I also encourage artists. I talk to them in the chat, like, listen, don't be that artist that shows up and then just dips after, because don't ask me to get on another show in the future if you're not even showing support to other people.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't got to be a fan of them, but respect their stage time just like they're respecting yours. And how do you know the people you brought aren't going to be fans of them now?
Exactly.
So I think people respect that at our shows. And like, we've thrown like 2 League Champs festivals in the past like 5 months, and like people stick around, like, and just have a good time. And we always encourage, like, yo, put your phone away and like network with one another, like talk to the person next to you, like see what's up, like how did they get here. And we always walk around, and if we see somebody new, we'd be like, oh, how's it going, how'd you hear about us, oh, thank you for coming, and then we might offer them free tickets. We're always doing raffle giveaways, always linking with local vendors, so every time you do come to a show, you might see some new local art, some new shirts made by this person, or a new venue that we just found that maybe you want to book now for a party, or that's what happened at we were at Magoo's this past weekend, and at least 3-4 people were like, oh man, how do I book this place? And and I could easily be like, oh no, I'm not gonna help you, like, but some people are like that, but no, like pay it forward, like, here's a number, here's a person, if they don't hit you up, let me know, and I'll reach out for you. So
exactly.
Selfish till selfless, that's what I say. Selfish till selfless. Like, we had to be selfish at first and get our ground based.
Yeah.
And then as soon as like we feel we had it, like, okay, now let's open the doors and take care of people and stuff.
That's what's up.
Because you got to be able to fill your own cup, because how can you pour from an empty cup?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, that's in business and life.
Yeah.
You don't want to spread yourself too thin, because what are you going to have left at the end of the day for yourself?
Exactly. Yep.
You definitely don't want to burn yourself out. So who make up Ever Evolve? Who are the core artists?
So it's me.
Shout them out.
Me, Will Bolanos.
My boyfriend.
He's actually he's DJing and producing now.
He's DJing.
Wow.
Yeah, he has his own DJ set. He also just launched his own series. I'm gonna tell him to get you on there, called Prolific Profiles.
Look, I'm supposed to know that he my boyfriend. I'm a terrible girlfriend.
Terrible. Shout out to Will.
Shout out to Will.
Right.
We got his new very talented singer. His name's Keem Singing. He's from Plainfield, Illinois. Super talented. Plays piano. He came in just as an artist and we're working with us. Now he's an engineer. Now he's a producer. Now he makes his own merchandise.
That's awesome.
Ever evolving.
Ben Rose. Ben Rose is a live sound guy, guitarist, bass, metalhead from Indiana.
Nice.
He's one of our very old school engineers, analog gear, all that stuff. Who else we got? We got Jay the Artist. Can't forget Jay the Artist. Fluffy Gang.
Yes. Shout out to Fluffy Gang. They be holding it down.
She's gonna be. So we have 2 urban open mic that we're doing now at Magoo's, and she's gonna be the official host for that.
That's dope.
Nice.
So she's gonna be the next year. She's really gonna be diving into like a lot of events, a lot of like podcasting stuff.
Yeah.
Who else we got? We got my boy C-Mac. C-Mac. He's at every open mic in the city that he can be at. Shout out to him.
He gives very interesting performances.
Oh,
I
jumping
saw him
jacks.
laid out.
Oh yeah, he's on the floor driving a car. Yeah. He goes crazy.
I love
memorable.
it.
Very memorable.
Got my boy S.A. Way.
Shout out to him. He be working.
Spanish rappers, and then now he actually has a metal song with Ben. And then now they're working on some Spanish metal songs. So
wow.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, like taking these worlds and collaborating.
I love
together.
the multi-genre.
So that's like that's about the core, and then we got like Beatrice Kiddo.
Shout out to her.
We got like our interns Lazy, J Oz. We got we're teamed heavily with YKTV, which is Hayward, and the Real Raven Amanda, photographer, videographer. He's also an artist as well.
Dope.
So I mean, yeah, everybody, honorary members like, my homie Chops Diggity and stuff. Wilhelm Duke, can't forget Wilhelm Duke, writer for the blog, artist, launched his own website. Him and his girlfriend Candace, they have their own website where they do his stuff. So
that's dope.
Yeah, so I mean, I keep going down the list. Everybody because everybody's like almost like, oh, it's like a cousin, it's like an honorary member.
Yeah.
It's just like people are just always running, always supporting. So yeah, shout out Cam by Deem as well. He got his own thing going, but we consider him family as well.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know what I love the most about like everything that you said? I feel like everybody plays their own part.
Yes.
Their own role, yeah.
And everybody is so different. They're creative in their own right of like whatever they do, like musically or like even the live sound guy that you said, like that is such a great resource to have on the team.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and obviously I know he taps into y'all for stuff too.
Yeah, and now he's training me to do live sound.
That's
so
dope.
now I'm trying to expand my skill in that area and stuff. So But yeah, knowing your role, I think is key. And I mean, like I said, communication. Like I said, we have a group. We try to have meetings, bi-weekly at least. So, and like, don't get me wrong, it get heated sometimes, but like we're adults, like we know how to come to resolutions of
That's
what.
important.
And if people have conflict between one, I'm like, all right, well, roll up and sit in the room together and talk it out, and just or if it's two fellas, all right, we're gonna duke it out real quick, and then boom, we're good. So
back to the music.
Exactly. So I think it's definitely important to know your role, because I feel like I tell everybody, I'm like, everybody can win here in their own way, and then if one person wins, I'm like, it can help everybody else in a sense. So just support one another, and like just don't have no animosity or jealousy, because like we all got our own journeys, we all got our own destinations, and we're gonna help each other get there.
Yep. You heard it here first.
So this is an Ever Evolve takeover. We've already played 3 tracks. Shawnee, do you want to explain the piece concept? Because we have a 5-piece and we already played 3 of them.
Oh, okay. So I need to write this down so I can always be prepared to explain this. All right. So for all of our artists of the week, we always ask how you want to describe this sequence of tracks. So like we usually have an artist and they have their 3 tracks that we play or whatever, but we like to associate that with what's popular in Chicago, Harold's or Uncle Remus.
Okay.
So
Or
this
Sharks.
is or Sharks. Shout out to Sharks. So this is your 5-piece. How do you like your 5-piece? Do you put salt and pepper? Do you put lemon pepper? Do you like mild sauce on it
Is
or
it
on the
fried
side?
hard?
Is it fried hard or not? And what's your favorite place too? Favorite chicken spot?
Oh man, are you putting me on the spot? I like the mild sauce on the side, so I could pour it on there.
Nice.
So
feel
I
that.
know where to pour it.
Nice.
This is where I'm gonna get the most bite. I really like spicy wings. I'm a fan of lemon pepper, all that stuff. I always like to try, like, if I go to a place, I always like to see, like, oh, I never had this flavor, let me try that. And sometimes,
nice.
sometimes it'll bite me in the behind, because it'll be a little too hot. I'll be like, I don't know, man. Wing place. I do really like Harold's. Somebody ordered some wings the other day. I think it might have been Sharks. I'm gonna go with Harold's over Sharks. I'll go with Harold's. I was actually at where was I at? I was at Magoo's, and I ordered wings, and I'm like, oh, it's probably gonna be like little baby wings. Like, dude, one wing was like this, and my whole plate was full. So I'm putting them in the top. I'll put them in the top 5 for now.
Okay, what's the name of this place?
Magoo's.
Shoot,
You gotta check out their wings.
I love me a good wing. Love me a good wing.
Do they have cauliflower wings or
Here she
fish
go.
for us pescatarians?
I'll ask them. They might.
This guy.
I think I had cauliflower wings one time, and I was just like, somebody ordered them, and like, yeah, I have some wings, and I ate it, I bit it, I'm like, it's not a wing. They're like, oh, sorry. Then they told me, I was like, oh, it's still good, but
I
warn
love
me next
buffalo
time.
cauliflower though. It do hit. It is depending on where you get it from too.
True, and depending on who cook them, because sometimes people don't be knowing what they doing.
Right.
Grandma's wings are pretty. Grandma's fried chicken's pretty good. I'll get my grandma's.
Nice.
shout out to Grandma.
Shout out to Granny.
And they make sure you eat all of it too.
Oh,
No waste. Don't waste that.
okay.
No spaces in
Hard-earned
the plate.
chicken. Shoot.
Oh, shout out my DJs too. I forgot them. DJ Kurt Henny and DJ Hunt. Shout out both of y'all.
Hey.
Before they not play my music at the next event.
Okay. It's like,
You
dude, are
shout
you
us out.
serious? You ain't say nothing about me?
Why'd you hang up on me?
Right.
Why'd you not mention me? Why'd you not mention me?
Why'd you not mention me? That's the remix.
So we already ate the 3 of the 5 pieces. We have 2 more pieces that we're gonna get right back to Rhymester. I got cauliflower wings. They got other stuff.
Stuff to give us
I
itis.
got crosstown chicken from it's in Naperville. Delicious.
I gotta try that.
Delicious. So good.
You said it's called Crosstown Chicken?
Crosstown.
I always wanted to go to like other Chicagoland areas and try their food, like see what's staple out there.
It's a hit. It's a hit. And they got really creative sauces. So that's my piece. No pun intended.
I see what you did there. Here's Sabertooth Tiger and
Oh.
Smelling Like the Universe. Every Evolve Takeover, ladies and gentlemen, right here on 6D Radio.
y'all ain't sleep. You're listening to 6D Radio on Q4.
You can't have a life if you're not really living. You can't have a life if you're not really living. You can't have a life if you're not really living. You can't have a life if you're not really living. This is just some vocals that ain't even written. If you woke up, you can say you're gifted. I just got high and I'm about to smoke another. Yeah, I'm in the clouds, you can say I'm lifted. Yeah, I got the green, but I still treat it cold-blooded like the day before Christmas. I know some homies that I come take everything you got in your home, just like some crunches.
Can't be a king if you not in the jungle. Can't be a king if you not in the jungle. Can't be a king if you not in the jungle. Listen, guy, I'm Richie, I directed man from Uncle. Reasons for reason, go deeper than my wordplay. Thought you was the weekend, ain't even make it to Thursday. Could be a powerful thing, I use it in the wrong setting. I don't gamble, already know the outcome of what I'm betting. Winning attitudes confused with egos and cockiness. Put them in the dirt to study plans, they buy in this. Your big man a bit, saw the big Chris Bosh with this. Her angelic aura got me feeling devilish. Big trouble in Little China, say the day I'm Kurt Russell. This the rundown without begging, Travis roaming through the jungle. Flawless when I flow like jazz, with time it gets better. Bring the earth, when if I adapt to any weather.
Maybe I could be a chopper if somehow I studied opera and I opened all my chakras. Man, my flow is not a flow, man, the flow's a helicopter. Yeah. The game ain't the same, play, baby, play. Man, F my old way. Right now, I feel okay. But right now, I hope you feel okay. Yeah.
Can't have a coat if you don't have a leader. Can't have a coat if you don't have a leader. Can't have a coat if you don't have a leader. I wrote this blueprint while listening to ether. One mic, I'ma give it up. You already know rhyme cooking up. We eating 4-course meal. Chicago in this, you know the drill. We lit, smelling like the universe. I knew it could be done, I had to do it first. We lit, smelling like the universe. I knew it could be done, I had to do it first.
Okay.
All the vibes, ladies and gentlemen. All the vibes.
Every single one of them. All of it.
I like a variety of pieces.
Yes. I love diversity in music. Like I listen to everything. So
that wasn't a 5-piece, that was a platter.
That gave me
I say yeah, it was a house song, some hip hop, metal.
Yes.
You know, so
I love that.
Like some would that be alternative? That last one, would that be like alternative?
It's like alternative hip hop. Yeah.
Okay.
I rock with it.
Shout out my homie Nate Broski and OTKST IMR guys. See so many of them. Like so many of them. I just
all these folks are they yelling at you?
No. Probably
Why
will.
you ain't shout me out?
Probably will though.
And cousin Ray from across the street.
You didn't shout me out.
Right.
I'm gonna have to carry a list with me and stuff. Like okay, so the next 40 people. Shout out to all them.
Right.
Shout out to all of y'all.
All of y'all. Everybody I know.
You know who you are.
Yep.
Shout out to all you guys.
Little Jack from 3rd grade. I'll never forget what you did. So where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Rhymester13, RHYMSTR13, or at Ever Evolved, EVEREVOLVED. You can probably find me around the city at an open mic or an event. Usually wearing Ever Evolved gear or my League Champs jersey that says Rhymester on the back, so you know it's me.
Lit.
Where can we find your merch? Because that hoodie is dope.
That hoodie is pretty lit.
This merch is all coming out next year. These are like the prototypes, I guess you can see. Like the prototypes are testing out. Shout out to Keem Singing, our homie Keem. He makes a lot of our gear. So yeah, we just kind of testing out designs. Got the 3 lines on the back.
That is raw.
I'm gonna be coming out with some Rhymester hoodies and Rhymester apparel like all next year. Like I said, planning and plotting. You gotta plan accordingly.
Man.
Gramps.
Yeah, can't forget the Gramps gear.
Gramps
gear.
is hustling.
Gramps champs. And now we have our church announcements.
Church announcements.
Brought to you by Sister Shawnee.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back. You know, praise Jesus. I made it through.
Yes.
Like
you came back to us in one piece, ma'am.
One piece. Praise God.
Yes.
First, foremost, and always follow us on Instagram. That is 6D Network Tane M as in Mary, T as in Tom, because the full 6D Networktainment does not fit on the handle. So follow our organization page. We are a music nonprofit out here.
501c3, baby.
501c3, okay?
Yes.
Tax exempt, period. So we just out here trying to help your fellow artists, give you some music business information crash course. We host a lot of programming and events, from workshops to open mics to industry conversations with people who made it out the city or in the city. Of course, we want y'all to stay here, get famous and stay here. That's what it's all about. So we provide you all the tips and tricks and everything on this platform of ours, and just giving out, complimentary game, because we know how it is. We are creatives ourselves. We are artists ourselves. We do it all. So, this knowledge ain't coming from nowhere. For real. And also follow 6D Radio, its own entity, Radio 6D on Instagram. Follow our content. We got some stuff in the works for next year, and revamping things and adding to the team and squad. So this is the second to last episode of the year, raw. And then it's Christmas time, so
and then there's a very special holiday.
It's a can day. It's a can day before Christmas Day.
I have no clue what I'm doing for my birthday. As every year, to be honest.
This is your last year of your 20s. Basically. Sorry, I put yourself out.
Uh-oh.
It's cool. I'm a young TT.
Okay. You gotta go hard.
Yes.
Go hard.
Go straight. Oh,
also, don't forget to, if you want your music played on 6D Radio, we out here playing the tunes, and we want to put you on our playlist.
Add to the vibes.
Exactly. Go to 6dnetworktainment.org/6D Radio for our online form. The only requirement is that your music has to be clean. Clean equals free of explicits. We don't want to hear that those naughty words.
My neck, my back,
lick my blank and my blank, and we don't want to blank it out. But if you don't have anybody to blank it out for you, we can do it for you.
We'll blank it out.
Exactly. We have a music cleaning service. So if you don't have your tunes already clean, we'll do it for you for a small donation towards our nonprofit organization.
Yes.
At least it's not like UIC Radio where Terry would have to press the button every time somebody was gonna swear.
My God.
That was nerve wracking.
The artist be like, "Oh, it's coming up. Oh, he missed it. Oh, it's coming up. Oh, I said it again."
Ain't nobody got time for that. Look, y'all, we not playing. Y'all submit some dirty stuff. We not playing it.
Nope.
I'm telling you now.
Pay that fee to get it clean, or
Exactly. All right, Cam. What was you saying?
Make sure you go run up them views. YouTube
views for what?
Throw It is out right now.
Ooh.
W.Ill and myself, we dropped our music video. This is my first polished music video that I didn't jimmy up myself. I ain't gonna say jimmy up because I am a videographer. Okay. But if anybody who went to ISU back in 2013, I had them ashy music videos that was like, it was hilarious. It was like a soap opera, but the everybody enjoyed it though. They enjoyed both of my music videos. Yes. But this one, I broke down and was like, I can't do it all by myself.
Man.
And it looks so good. So shout out to Leo the Leo for editing. Shout out to D Hayes for shooting it. Shout out to the Glitch from Break Chains for shooting it as well. We all came together. Shout out to W.Ill for the vision, and I just came through with directing it. Shout out to my assistant, Lady Ray, and Yana, my backup dancer. Shout out to our hype man, Limitless, and Tyler. Man, shout out to everybody that was a part of this video. It was really, really dope.
And I'll make sure your boyfriend Will does a write up on it too.
Yes. Shout out to him for that write up when I first released Throw It.
Now we're gonna come with the follow up.
I gotta call my man.
I haven't been checking in.
She's a horrible girlfriend.
I am. Look, I've been busy. He been busy, so we understand the assignment. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
we understand the assignment.
Last but not least, subscribe to our YouTube channel
right now.
6D Networktainment on YouTube. I'm pretty sure we're the only one. Like,
We better be.
we're not hard to find. And if you have trouble finding it, it's on our website as well. Yeah. That's all I got. Oh, actually, that's not all I have. We have a major event announcement coming next week. We have an event coming in December.
Birdman hands.
Birdman hand rub. So keep it locked. We'll announce it officially on next week's episode in the season 5 finale.
And one more thing, I am performing my first official performance of the year.
Yes!
The end of the year. I'll be at Rhyme Fest Chicago. Got this slot. I've been practicing every night, like at midnight for like an hour straight. So like I'm just like, hold on.
You got it.
Gotta dust off the performing boots.
Yes, you gotta practice on the treadmill.
Yes. I gotta run in place at the crib though, because I don't have a treadmill.
That's cool.
So yeah, November 20th, at 9 p.m. I'll be at. Follow my Instagram at its_can. It's too much to remember.
Figure it out.
Yes.
And follow me. I am Shawnee World on Instagram. That's ShaunieWorld on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. See y'all next week for the
Peace.
season finale. We out.
The 6D Network Tainment on Q4 Radio.